Floods have some adverse effects on all life and can even lead to death. Among those caused by the floods are: the first one, government losses. Floods often damage public property such as roads, buildings, telephones, electricity, and cause various diseases. All of this will be borne by the government by repairing the damage and financing the medical equipment. All of these require high maintenance costs. Apart from that, the government also had to provide various basic necessities such as food and beverages, medicines, as well as provide temporary accommodation for flood victims. Second, disease. The worst effects of flood are human health. The flooding will cause the wastewater to come out along with the overflow of water. This too is scattered everywhere, causing various diseases such as cholera and malaria, which is very dangerous. The third effect, destruction of property. The extreme levels of flood can submerge houses and damage other items such as electrical goods, cars, and so on. This brings huge losses to the population.
In addition, natural disasters also affect the destruction of flora and fauna. Incidents of natural disasters such as forest fires will affect the ecosystem of flora and fauna, which is a national treasure. The destruction of the trees will take a long time to thrive and come to life again. The extinction of flora and fauna will be detrimental to future generations because they do not have the opportunity to see the beauty of flora and fauna today. Furthermore, natural disasters can also pollute the environment. When the flood phenomenon occurs, sewage and toxic waste and carcasses of animals will float along the water flow. This will cause water pollution that will affect the life of individuals. Other pollution will also make flood victims feel uncomfortable. Subsequent effects, natural disasters can affect food supply sources. This is because when a natural disaster occurs, the source of raw supplies cannot be sent to the disaster area due to difficulties such as damaged communication systems and so on. As a result, the existing food supply will decrease day by day. This situation will cause the flood victims to be in a state of hunger.
For the first one is preserving the forest. Logging activities where exploration in riverside areas causes soil to erode and collapse into rivers. The same situation occurs when active logging activities are carried out on the hillsides. Therefore, forest conservation is a good way to overcome the problem of flooding. Forests can be used as catchment areas that can absorb rainwater from flowing directly to the earth. Forests can function as a sponge by absorbing rainwater and flowing slowly into the tributaries. It also acts as a filter in determining the cleanliness and clarity of water. Forests are able to absorb rainwater at a rate of 20%. Then, this rainwater is released back into the atmosphere through evaporation. Only with this can the reduction of rainwater be done. Second, provide a drainage system. Drainage that has been shallow due to waste materials should always be clean. With this water overflow and rain can flow well.
Next, river deepening project. Most floods occur due to the shallowness of the river. Even in the past, the river was able to flow a large amount of water at a time. Now, the flow has decreased. This is due to the process of deposition and disposal of waste materials. The step to deal with this problem is to carry out the process of deepening the river by digging all the mud and dirt found in the river. When this process is done, the river not only becomes deep, but is able to drain a large amount of rainwater. Lastly, controlling human activity. Floods that occur mainly in the city due to the dumping of garbage and industrial waste into rivers and ditches. To address the problem, awareness to the community needs to be disclosed so that the unprofitable activities do not continue to be done, such as government holding river love campaigns and others.
In addition, there are several welfare volunteer organizations in Malaysia that help supply food and necessities to flood victims. such as the Terengganu State Voluntary Welfare Organisation (NGO), Malacca State Welfare Voluntary Organisation (NGO), Pahang Charity Voluntary Organisation (NGO). Anyone who wants more information about this NGO, we have included in the description space below.